Alright guys, today the video that we will be watching is Charlie Kirk assassination explained. Anything I'm saying here is not going to be political. I'm just sharing my thoughts on what I think about the whole incident.
On September 10, 2025, Charlie Kirk was assassinated. This is the possible position where the assassin had a clear line of sight from a building located about 430 feet away. The assassin squeezed the trigger and a single bullet traveled.
Bro, when they said 200 yards, bro, I was so surprised because how do you hit a shot that good from that far away? Like, this was a professional, and they did finally catch him today. They caught him today, and it was like he was 22.
This distance and struck Charlie.
Nah, his dad. Bro, his dad turned him in, which is insane, but I think his dad was like an officer or something like that. So I mean, he's probably been around guns for most of his life, but that's crazy that his dad turned him in. Bro, why would he go back home? He went back home after the shooting. Like, bro, if I'm never gonna be a shooter, but if I was a shooter, I'm not trying to give any ideas here. If I was a shooter, and the fact that it took like what, 2 days, bro, you could have got a plane ticket and flew somewhere else.
Charlie Kirk right in the neck. More detail all in the video ahead.
I mean, they would have caught him eventually. Like some people, sometimes it takes murderers or serial killers. It takes the cops multiple days, months, and even years to actually catch somebody. So I mean, he could have got away for longer, but I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad that he's finally caught, and he's gonna get the death penalty, bro. That's crazy, bro. The death penalty is insane. Okay, because imagine they are going to tell you that, oh, you're gonna die today. We're gonna inject you with some poison, and you're gonna die. Like, bro, that would be scary. That would be scary.
Charlie Kirk was tragically assassinated at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah on September 10, 2025. He was hosting a large outdoor debate event as part of Turning Point USA's nationally publicized tour, titled the American Comeback Tour. This event was designed as a lively debate platform called Prove Me Wrong, where Kirk invited students to challenge his political and cultural views. But first, let's orient ourselves with a bird's-eye view of the scene and the positions of everyone involved. Utah Valley University's campus is a mix of open courtyards and multi-story academic buildings. At the heart of the event was the Losey Center building, a multi-story structure adjacent to the main court.
Yeah, bro. The shooter had planned this out. Bro, he even lived 3 hours away. You traveled I mean, people probably that attended the event probably traveled far if they like really wanted to go. But like, bro, you traveled 3 hours just to kill somebody. What a loser. The shooter is actually just a loser. But he had to plan this out ahead of time. He had to know the whole like property, because the way that he got there and the way that he escaped. You know what makes me mad? The video of the guy showing him bro, I don't know if it was before the event happened. I think it was, but you could barely see him laying on the roof. Like, bro, I would have reported that. Like, sir, there's a guy laying on the roof. I don't know if that's a shooter. Like, bro, I would have reported that. Why did we not say anything? No, it's this one.
Getting right up.
Yeah, you think he'd already be...
Person spotted on a roof before and after Charlie Kirk.
So there's somebody on the roof right there?
Yeah, bro, like, report that. Report that. Tell somebody, bro.
Just saying? He just ran from,
yeah. Forget about it.
Well, from over there, ran in, and now he's right there. Just saying.
Just saying. Bro, oh my gosh, what a loser, bro. Go tell somebody. You could have prevented, bro. You could have saved Charlie Kirk.
Where Kirk's event took place. Charlie Kirk himself was positioned on an outdoor stage under a large white tent emblazoned with the tour's banner. He was sitting and speaking into a microphone, facing hundreds of students seated along the main walkway and gathered around the stage. The crowd was estimated at over 3,000 attendees, including students and visitors. Meanwhile, on the rooftop of the Losey Center building, a person dressed entirely in black was seen. This building was approximately 430 feet, about 131 meters, from where Kirk and his team were stationed on the stage.
Bro, how many yards is that? How many yards is 430 feet? Alright, it's 134, so they said 200, so it's like a football field and a half.
The rooftop provided a clear vantage point with open sightlines directly to the event area. Security footage and numerous eyewitness accounts have confirmed that the gunshot rang out from this rooftop location while Kirk was actively speaking. The bullet struck Kirk in the neck, causing him to collapse on the stage.
Dude, that's a crazy shot! What are we doing, bro?
But how did the assassin escape despite the huge crowd?
Bro, that is an insane shot. Okay, from that, bro, that's crazy.
The assailant's use of distance, the campus layout, and
bro, like, how did he hit that? Like, I wonder what he aimed for. He probably aimed for, like, the head. The side of the head. I mean, either way, he would have died if it hit from, like, what, here up. Maybe if it hit on this side. But, like, bro, it hit the worst possible spot. Bro, that's where, like, your jugular is, and, like, all your important arteries. Like, bro, if that's hitting you, you're dead. Like, bro, and I saw the video is bad. The video is bad. It's bad. The amount of blood that he lost, just from that, like, we all wanted him to live. But he probably was immediately dead, like a few seconds after getting shot. Like, bro, I don't want to know what that feels like, but, like, what if you get shot, you're like, oh, I got shot, or are you like, boom, unconscious?
The scoped firearm indicate a high degree of planning and precision. The shooter chose an elevated, concealed position to avoid close detection and maximize the chances of escape. Here is the bullet trajectory. Given this altitude, the assassin had a clear, unobstructed line of sight directly to the stage where Charlie Kirk was standing and addressing the crowd. The bullet's trajectory descended steeply and accurately through open space to strike Kirk in the neck, which strongly suggests the use of a scoped firearm designed for long-range precision. As soon as the shot was fired, the gunman likely retreated to an entrance on the top of the building. Despite security efforts, the shooter disappeared without a trace, climbing down from the building and blending into nearby campus structures or escape routes surrounding the Losey Center. Witnesses reported that panic broke out immediately after the shot. The audience scattered, seeking shelter as shouts of "Get down" and "Run" echoed across the courtyard. Campus police and Kirk's personal security team moved swiftly to secure the area and evacuate Kirk. Here is the detailed timeline of how it happened. 12 o'clock p.m., September 10, 2025.
Yeah,
Event
bro.
begins. Charlie Kirk began the event.
Bro, I was scrolling and I saw that, oh, Charlie Kirk got shot. I didn't know if it was real or not, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then I don't know who texted me. It was Gavin, if you're watching this, you messaged me. You're like, dude, bro, do you know who Charlie Kirk? And I was like, yeah, he got shot or something. I was like, whatever, he got shot. And I looked into it more, and then I was like, bro, he got shot. And then it just got worse from there. And then I looked up the video. Bro, the video is horrific. They probably took it down. Dude, it looks like a video game. It looks like a video game. It looks like a video game. It's pretty bad. But then I was watching the news all day. And then like an hour and a half later, they were like,
they were on a phone call with somebody. They were about to get some more like information from somebody, and they're like, the guy on the phone call was about to talk, and he was like, and then the guy on the news, sorry, I'm saying like too many times, holy crap.
The guy on the news was like, oh, sorry to interrupt you. A message from the president, Charlie Kirk is dead. I was like, bro, my heart dropped. Like, bro, why did he have to die, bro?
With more than 3,000
he has 2 kids and a wife. Are we serious?
people
My bro, he is speaking his opinion. Like, why would you ever want to kill somebody?
gathered to attend.
Bro, it actually just makes me
detail
mad, bro. It makes me mad.
Consisted of 6 officers along with Kirk's personal security team. 12:20 p.m., lead up to the shooting. Kirk was seated at the debate table, answering questions from students. The discussion touched on sensitive topics such as mass shootings and gun violence. Kirk remained calm and composed as he responded to a question about mass shooters, still holding the microphone while seated. The atmosphere was lively but controlled, many sitting close to the stage while others watched from nearby balconies and standing areas. 12:22
Dude, I saw a
to 12
video and he was like, "We need to think about what the guy that was debating him saw." Dude, he was like 10 feet away from him, and he saw everything. Like, bro, that will be in his brain forever. I mean, the video, anyone who saw the video is just gonna be like burn into their brain forever. I mean, it's awful.
23 p.m. The assassination. Suddenly, a loud gunshot echoed through the courtyard. Kirk was hit in the neck while speaking. Within minutes, immediate response. Campus police, already on the scene, quickly secured the area. Kirk's security team rushed him to a nearby hospital in a private vehicle. Nearby buildings went into lockdown as police conducted room-to-room searches for the shooter. Two people
Dude, I wonder what they did. Did they try to save him? Like, I wonder what they did when they got to the hospital. Like, his neck was probably just, like, opened up. You know? Like, I don't think there's nothing they could have done anyway.
detained but later released.
I wonder what they did.
The shooter was not captured and remains at large. 12:37 p.m. Campus lockdown and evacuation. University officials announced a full campus evacuation and
Is that the campus? Holy crap.
canceled classes. Students and
huge.
staff were instructed to shelter in place until law enforcement declared the campus safe. Early afternoon, official announcements. It was confirmed that Kirk had died from his injuries at the hospital. But to truly understand assassinations, we need to look at different case studies where even a single assassin has wreaked havoc by targeting high-profile leaders. But first, let's take a closer look at how the Secret Service works to prevent assassinations. Closest to the principal, in this case Trump, are teams of around 5 to 7 highly trained Secret Service agents.
The fact that this guy missed, I'm glad he missed. Okay, no one should be dying, but the fact that he missed and he set off multiple shots, like, dude. I mean, I don't know how a gun. I've never shot a gun, but the fact that you missed is
radius, that is the middle perimeter. There's usually a mix of Secret Service and local law enforcement. An armored SUV or limousine is also on standby within this middle perimeter, covering portions of the motorcade and any pre-event screening. In the outer perimeter, security largely falls to local law enforcement officers. In Butler, the building the shooter
yeah, bro.
climbed...
I would just never become a public speaker for politics because there's always someone going to be hating, and you just have like a 90% chance of getting shot. If I was, I'd do it inside. Like, I don't get why no one's going inside. After the Trump incident, everyone should just go inside if you're talking about politics or stuff you believe in. I mean, people shouldn't be shooting at people. People shouldn't... I mean, yeah, people can disagree, but you shouldn't... Bro, you shouldn't be killing people. Like, bro, every time I think about... Bro, like, I hate that Charlie Kirk died. Why did he die? Like, bro, there will never be a new Charlie Kirk video again. He had 2 kids. He had a wife. They were there. By the way. Dude, it is just sad. And bro, when they were doing a moment of silence. They were doing a moment of silence for him wherever it was. And the lady was people... The Democrats weren't even, like, being quiet.
Rise for a moment of prayer for Charlie Kirk and his family. Shh. Shh. Let's wait a minute. The House will be in order. Shh. The House will be in order. Shh. The House will be in order. We will join prayer right after this, okay? The chair lays before the House a communication. The House will be in order.
It's so annoying.
was technically outside of the
Like, and the people celebrating. Oh my gosh, when I got on TikTok and Instagram, the comments were awful, bro. Like, people were like, "Oh no." Anyways, like, bro, are we just gonna forget about it? And people were celebrating. Why are we celebrating a death? Someone that I hate that would die, I would not celebrate their death. I'm just not doing that. I don't care if I'm a Republican and let's say Joe Biden died. I would not be celebrating that. And if I was a Democrat and Trump died, I would not be celebrating that. We should not be celebrating anybody's death.
rally venue, and the Secret Service didn't sweep it. It fell through the cracks, which still falls to the Secret Service because it means nobody checked to ensure the plan was implemented correctly. But before we move ahead, let's map out the basic positions of all the parties involved. First, we have the former president's podium, and just beside him are 3 bleachers where a selected audience is seated. Behind them is the sniper team, which can be divided into north and south positions, located on 3 buildings.
Sniper team is tough.
Sniper
bro.
team north
You
is
see these guys at NFL games sometimes.
located on the first building, while on the 3rd building you can find sniper team south. Almost sandwiched in between are these trees, which provided some cover from the Secret Service sniper team north. Finally, we have the shooter, who climbed from one of those ladders and selected this position to take out his target. This is what the shooter is likely using, a red dot sight with magnification. When ready, he squeezes the trigger, firing 3 bullets in a controlled manner. Let's map out each of the bullets in
Bro,
detail.
what?
Out of the 3 bullets fired, the first bullet hit Mr. Trump on the ear.
Wait, they came from behind? Bro, I didn't know that. I thought they came from
This
like...
is the same round that also hit 2 audience member in Bleacher 3, rendering one of them...
Yeah, that's why it hit somebody. I knew it hit somebody, but I did not
critical
know
condition.
he was like, shot from a building behind him.
Let's move the camera to a top angle to show the line along which the bullet traveled. Next, 2 more bullets were fired.
What the heck was that?
One of them hit a tractor, which was being used as a makeshift array for speakers. These rounds also hit a hydraulic lever, causing it to burst, almost dropping the speakers.
Really?
The last 5 shots were probably fired in semi-automatic mode. One of these bullets sadly hit an attendee, and our condolences goes out to his family.
Oh, dude, that
In
sucks.
total, around 7 to 8 bullets were likely fired by the shooter. Here's a map of all the bullets fired to help you understand
Dude, if you're a
better.
shooter, do you ever feel good after you shoot and kill somebody? Like, bro, there's no way you feel happy.
Everybody was complaining about the Secret Service sniper for taking 2 minutes to take out the shooter. But let's take a look from the sniper's point of view. First of all, we have these tree lines that could have obstructed the sniper team north, while the sniper team south had a clear line of sight. Here are 2 scenarios circulating on the internet. In scenario 1, the leaves and branches of the tree covered almost 90% of the shooter's entire position. However, for an experienced shooter, this would have been possible to manage. He might have fired the shot and took out the threat. Let's look at scenario 2. The distance from sniper south to the shooter was around 600 to 700 feet. This is also a possible shot and can be accounted for by assuming that sniper team south took out the shooter from this range. When ready, he took his shot and fired his rifle with a 308 Winchester round, taking out the shooter. So maybe there was some miscommunication between the 2 teams regarding who should take out the shooter, resulting in a delay of around 2 minutes when the threat was detected on the roof. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Should the second sniper team reacted much faster? We have here the corrected and verified timeline, from the moment Thomas Mueller Crook arrival to when the former president getting into his personal plane Trump
At
Force
least they
all
killed
in the
him.
videos ahead. Thomas Mueller Crook parked his van on Lawrence Avenue. The van was also suspected of containing explosives. He got out and walked all the way to this bottling company plant, choosing the building on the right. He then climbed a ladder located there and made his way to the top of this slanted roof, also thought previously unsafe by the
They
Secret
blow up
Service
the
director.
building?
At around 5:10, Crooks was first identified as a person of interest, and 5:30 Crooks was spotted with a rangefinder. 5:52 Crooks was spotted on the roof by the Secret Service. At 6:12 p.m. ET, Trump starts addressing his supporters and speaks for roughly 6 minutes before multiple gunfire erupts.
China.
Trump was in the middle of speaking when someone in the crowd was heard saying he's got a
China.
gun. As the video captured
That's what it
someone in
went
the crowd
like.
repeating, on the roof, he's got a gun. It's here that 3 shots rang out. A pause and 5 more shots in rapid succession were heard. For some unknown reason, the shooter had a clear line of sight from an elevated level well-positioned as a sniper nest. Interestingly, a heavy-duty ladder was also located on the side. It might be a
Bro, what are we
permanent fixture.
talking about? Okay, the video's almost over.
He aimed with his AR-15, a semi-automatic rifle. At around 6:11, he aimed his sights on the former president and squeezed the trigger, releasing the bullet. At 6:11:34, Trump touched the right side of his face. At 6:11:35, Trump took cover as U.S. Secret Service agents rushed to the podium to surround him.
Yeah, bro.
From top angle, this is what it looks like when replaying how the bullet missed Mr. Trump as he moved his head at the
crazy
last
to think about
millisecond.
still.
Interestingly, this bullet would have hit the former president if his head had been turned towards the audience, as shown here.
Bro, that's all God right there. That's all God right there, bro. Like, bro, it hitting his ear, dude.
Visualization. But wait, the president didn't face just one assassination attempt. There was a second
Oh my
attempt.
gosh, I forgot about this one, bro. But this world is coming to an end, bro. I swear. What did we have? We had there were more, but I forget. But we had the lady on the train. That was bad. Like, why are we just killing innocent people? Why are we killing people in general? Why are we doing that? Why are we killing innocent people on a train, bro? We had Charlie Kirk. We had Trump. We had Trump Part 2. And what? There were like, and there was a school shooting a couple weeks ago. And then there was something else. There was like 6+ events that happened within a month. Within September, end of August, going into September, bro. Like, what is going on?
Just months earlier at his Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach. This exclusive private club offers its members world-class amenities, including 27 holes of championship golf. Now let's examine the positions of Mr. Donald Trump and the shooter.
Bro, I never saw this one, bro. I kind of forgot about
Currently,
this.
Mr. Trump is positioned at the 5th hole, while the shooter was reportedly waiting behind the chain-link fences in close proximity. Based on the analysis, Trump was approximately 300 to 500 yards away from the gunman at the time, which is approximately 200 to 457 meters. While
Yeah,
the
what scopes do these guys
Secret
have,
Service sniper's
bro?
agent inspecting around the 6th
I
hole
mean,
of
yeah,
the golf
clearly they're not going to go, like, straight up to them and shoot them with a pistol. But, like,
course, and not on the 5th hole as suggested in our earlier video. This visual
I didn't know
representation provides
guns
a
could
clear
do this,
understanding of the
bro.
layout and the critical distance between the two individuals during the incident. Now that we understand the gunman's position, we can piece together his actions. He arrived in a black Nissan SUV and parked somewhere in the vicinity, likely choosing a discreet location to avoid drawing attention. After extensive scouting, he began searching for the ideal vantage point, carefully timing his movements. His aim was to strike at the precise moment when
Did he
Mr.
shoot
Trump
through the
would reach
fence?
the 5th hole of the golf course.
how do you
In
do
this
that?
animation, we observe the former President Trump traveling in this golf cart, unaware of the imminent danger. Little did he know the gunman was waiting for the last 12 hours to take his best shot at the former president. As stated, the assailant was armed with an SKS and not an AK-47, as earlier reported. As the president stepped out of the golf cart and prepared to take his shot, a Secret Service agent noticed something suspicious. The suspect had inserted the barrel of his rifle through a gap in the chain-link fence on the outskirts of Trump International Golf Course.
Okay.
This took place at approximately 1:28 or 1:29 p.m. The moment the rifle barrel emerged through the chain fence, the Secret Service acted swiftly. Shots were fired at around 1:30 p.m., neutralizing the threat before the gunman could execute his plan. The suspect, identified as Ryan
What?
Wesley Routh, 58, intended to create shock and awe, capturing the entire incident on his GoPro camera.
Bro,
His
why are
objective
we
was to sow
recording that?
division among the American people and potentially incite a civil war. Upon inspecting the sniper's location, investigators discovered 2 bags and a ceramic tile, items that may have been part of his setup or escape plan. We also make original engineering content, so please subscribe and hit the notification bell for
They had guns on them ready, bro. They're ready for anything. That's crazy. Yo, that's tough, bro. W video. Guys, can I get a R.I.P Charlie Kirk in the freaking chat, bro? That shouldn't have happened, bro. That's very sad. But anyway, guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.